how I feel it was created. Let's start with this. Okay. So how I think the Big Bang Theory occurred, or how our universe was created, if it was just a simple finite cause, you know, how did nature create it? If you think about how a rocket is launched into space, these are the elements that you need. How about this? What we know is the universe is made of mostly hydrogen. Hydrogen is explosive, lightweight. What we know in outer space, in the darkness, what do we see is out in the Oort cloud, frozen ice material. Now I'm gonna combine stuff here. So you know the optic lensing on some of the images where galaxies are stretched out, and they say that it's black holes. Sometimes it may be true. It takes a black hole to move a galaxy so fast. Part of it is also the time exposure. In that time exposure, the galaxy had moved and it got stretched, or the image kind of like some there are photographers that could make light, a single line of light become a solid wall, sort of. That's how I think those lensings, and that lensing is due to frozen water in empty space. You know, water is kind of like it changes, it stretches, it does things to images. You know, like a glass, when you have water of glass. Yeah, I can't run with these shoes, but give you a short walk. Now get back on that Big Bang Theory. I mentioned hydrogen. You need oxygen to create fire, and then you need something to ignite it. That's the fundamentals of making a rocket, or even an internal combustion engine. They are making hydrogen powered vehicles with actual internal combustion engines. What I wanted to say is it does take that stuff, you know, hydrogen and oxygen to make an explosion. You want to know what an igniter would be? How about a piece of iron and a piece of magnesium or titanium? That's your igniter. Boom. There's your explosion. How about this? Lithium is explosive. Lithium batteries are explosive. You add water to it, they burn and become an explosive. Most people don't know this. As a matter of fact, China is stopping their production of, you have to see the view. A little bit of LA there. Nice, hazy, cloudy day. It's beautiful. I've never been here before. Looks nice. So, oh, and by the way, I could do this too. If you want to see the sky, here we go. Can't do that with an Apple cell phone camera. Thanks to Galaxies, Samsung. I don't get paid for plugging any companies. Note, I am not a scientist. I'm not an astrophysicist. I don't work with quantum physics. I don't work in a lab. I have mentioned that before on previous. By the way, to get this, you could note that I've covered some of my topics prior, like in August of 2022. It was a year ago. Oh, you know, it was the first time I started talking about stuff like this. And when I did it back then, I was driving. So because it was summertime and I couldn't take my car to certain places. I was just driving and talking about science. Okay, so that's a little more of Los Angeles.